Yeah. And CS, what has been your story?
Well, yes, my story has been very interesting. Just because the fact that I've been racing motorcycles for I think now almost 2 decades, I think it basically allowed me to be that human being that I am. So basically, I love racing the motorcycle because I work with a lot of amazing people. Like for example, my team or all the competitors that I work with or race against, they add something to my life. In a sense, I'm always a man that has always learned from every single person. That's pretty much what I try to take away in life is trying to learn from every single person because everybody can teach you something. And they have taught me all these aspects that has made me who I am today. So for me, even though I was hurt, it's not the fact that I can't ride a motorcycle, but the fact that the life that I envisioned racing a motorcycle was kind of up and down because of the injuries. That aspect of coming back to be able to be in that environment, because I've grown a lot as a human being racing this motorcycle. So that's what I really, really aspire to have back, is to be in that environment. So yes, that's what I look forward to, and that's my motivation to try and be back racing a motorcycle. And it's not always the wins, because the journey for me is the most aspiring and most interesting aspect of my life is the journey. And it's not just my life; it's pretty much even a race. Even a race is a journey. So every rally is a journey. So I love that aspect of being able to go on these journeys, and that is possible because I race Dhaka and with Hero. So it's been the most amazing aspect on those lines.
Wonderful. So basically, what has kept you both going is your love for motorcycling, is love for what you both do. So if one loves what he or she does, then I don't think there is anything that can keep that person away from that thing. Great. So now moving forward, we've had a lot of chats, and I think this is also we are in front of IIT crowd who are known for technology, who are known for one of the finest brains in India. So, how do we make the marriage of motorsports and technology is a challenge ahead of us. There are so many challenges that we face in our own respective fields which technology is solving today. So what are the challenges that yes, if I may start with you, in the world of motorsports, not only in the world of motorsport, anyone who's an adventure enthusiast, what are the challenges that the person faces today, which you in your mind think that technology can solve?
That's a fantastic question, because I just want to start way back in school. My aspiration was to be like Sabir Bhatia, because Sabir Bhatia is the man that created Hotmail, and he went to my school. He graduated from my school. So it was never the ambition. I never had an ambition to want to race motorcycles. But when I was in school, I wanted to be like him, which is technology. So the fact that we're basically having the IIT audience listen to us is very interesting for me, because yes, I mean, down that line, of course, I raced the motorcycle because the adventure aspect was huge for me. But I've always been a big fan of Sabir Bhatia and what he did with the mail. All of us use the mail, and it's bridged the gap in communication. So, in the same lines, the adventure aspect of motorcycle is fantastic to be able to go out and see your own country and see the various elements of it and enjoy it on your motorcycle. Like, say, for me, it's the X Pulse that I take out in different parts of where I live in India, in the south of India, to see some small places and enjoy not just riding the motorcycle, but also seeing a place that I've never seen before and enjoy those aspects. So yes, I tried to basically bridge this gap by developing an app 3 years ago, which would basically formulate and, in a sense, that could basically you could store rides and routes that you went on to share with other people like your friends, for them to see all the beautiful places that you've been on and for them to do it themselves. So I had a small twist on technology on these lines, and definitely a big fan of what the IIT guys, of course, envision and what they can do for the adventure aspect of motorcycling, which is basically truly human in nature, but also bridging the gap between being human and technology today. So there's a lot of things that we can do, of course.
All right. And Hemant, if I may go to you, and then we'll have to probably summarize also what are the challenges that we want to keep in front of the IIT crowd.
Yeah, so like CSI, technology has grown multiple folds over the past years. And like when we were in school, there was barely, I mean, there was no technology, I mean, apart from your TV and stuff. But now it's grown. Today we're sitting in front of a laptop at the comfort of our home or office, and we're like all in different locations of India, and we're all looking at each other and talking comfortably. And we have to thank all the IITians for all such kind of techno geeks who have made such great technology. And definitely technology is huge in motorsport, and I don't think any form of motorsport in today's world can be at the level they are, or even Hero Motorsport or Hero as a company cannot grow without technology. And we have to thank all of the, like I said, people like the ones studying in IIT who are developing such technology. And we use a lot of technology on the racetrack, and so there are a lot of things that they can develop, which helps us in everything, monitoring each and every millisecond that we need to be fighting on the drag strip, because it's a very competitive sport in terms of timing, and it's only with the help of technology, apart from rider skill and machinery, we can reach such timings and records like how I have been able to do it. It's only with the help of technology. But if I had to put out a challenge, if to the IITians who are listening to us today, not many people know the secret. Like a few hours, like half an hour, 1 hour before a race, I'm usually playing some video games on my phone because it helps me keep my focus. So I would love for somebody to develop a drag racing video game or something like that.
Lovely. That's so nice to hear.
Wonderful. So for the IITians, I think we have two challenges. One is CS, what you mentioned, that if there is an adventure enthusiast and he or she wants to explore some trails and probably wants to build a community around it, there is no solution today. I've been on trails myself sometimes, and I've seen that even Google Maps fail at trails, and it takes you to places where even that fails. So what can take people to those trails, and not only take the individuals, but let them also share it with their groups, with the like-minded people, so that this adventure category, as we say, continues to grow. We reach the world where globally we see 30% of motorcycles are the off-road motorcycles, because probably that's where technology is helping them and they are more evolved. In India, however, the situation is different. The category is niche today, and what can help them grow is one of the steps that you mentioned. And jumping to Hemant's challenge, how can you bring the world of Hemant, the world of drag racing, the world of that thrill into the virtual environment, right? I remember we were organizing a drag race in Kolkata once, Hemant, and because of some reasons, we could not execute it. It was, I think, something to do with the local permission, something to do with with also the weather conditions, and that's where this idea of taking it virtual helps, because even if you're not able to do it physically, at least you're able to do it
Virtually, yeah.
in the virtual world. These are the two challenges in front of the IIT crowd. Now, Rahul, is there a way that our audience can ask the questions also?
They can currently, it will be a little difficult for them to share any questions, but they can obviously get back to us if they have some ideas. And obviously we can share our portal or platform where they can come back to us if they have some ideas around these challenges. And I think as a team we'll be happy to address that.
Wonderful. Fine. So towards the end, Rahul, if you can, or maybe right now itself, if you can post it in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website. So I will kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs is a platform, what we call, what we have developed not recently, but almost
Hey everyone, welcome back to Kim Keyframe. My name is Bas, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can create those Apple-style animations.
audience around outside
in the chat box the email ID as well as the website. So I will kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs is a platform what we call, what we have developed recent, not recently, but almost
Hey everyone, welcome back to Hip Hip Friend. My name is
which
Bob.
is
And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create
for the audience around outside in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website. So I will kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs is a platform what we call, what we have developed recently, not recently, but almost
Hey everyone, welcome back to Hip Hip Friend. My name is Bob. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create
for the audience around outside in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website. So I will kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs is a platform what we call, what we have developed recently, not recently, but almost
everyone, welcome back to Hip Hip Friend. My name is Bob. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create
for the audience around outside in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website. So I will just kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs what is a platform what we call, what we have developed recently, not recently, but almost
everyone, welcome back to Hip Hip Friend. My name is Bob. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create for the
audience around outside in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website. So I will just kind of take some time here and introduce what we call as Hero Collabs. Now, Collabs what is a platform what we call, what we have developed recently, not recently, but almost
welcome back to Hip Hip Friend. My name is Bob. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create
audience around outside in the chat box, the email ID as well as the website.
Writing. So writing. So
I think Hemant pretty much that an athlete needs to see. Environment is people around you to be able to adapt to this. Of course, individual gets a profile, but it's never just it's not just me and him, and just everybody successful in life has something or a lot of people in life that's making that possible for them. So just like what you said, I can talk much more about this success talk. The thing is very interesting about the data is data is writing so naturally in the past, but a competitor will basically help you in the time of need because at the end of the day, you want to compete with somebody. Results are proven by your own life stuff. And the only friend that you have is a competitor. So the data is unlike any other motorsport, but actually people help each other because about to them as well. So it's one of those motorsports, and also the team plays a huge role in the data because so much of motorcycle is basically with the rider and the team developing it together to achieve the goal of finishing, not about winning first, but finishing a stage in the data itself is a monumental task. And to be able to finish the stage and to finish the whole rally by 2 weeks, you need a group of incredible people. So without a good team, without a great team, you won't even be able to achieve or finish life. So it's very, very important to have the right people. And I'm very lucky because I work with the best people in the industry that I know.
Super. And now, one thing that interests all of us is the time based both collaboration as well as
Not a great team, you won't even be able to achieve.
What more is there to reach and CS, let's start with yours because I know there's a lot more behind just other than
Yes, so to be able to race an event like the Dakar is monumental because Dakar was came about because eccentric adventurers had the need for adventure. You won't even be able to got together and they said, okay, let's go from point A to point B, which is basically from Paris all the way to Dakar. And of course, any journey, not just on the road, in life. Life is a journey in itself.
And CS,
and
let's start with yours because I know
I have a rally like the Dakar is something I will take home and cherish for years. I just have the one stages of winning the competition itself. Because the people that you meet are the most incredible people that you ever get to meet because they share the same energy as you are. And the dream for adventure. They're all similar to the kind of energy that an athlete puts out or anybody else that comes out. And you basically have the most vivid experiences with a lot of things, not just about riding a motorcycle or racing.
And CS, let's start with yours because I know.
And it's for 2 weeks, and you always feel this is the hardest time in the world. And when it's done, you feel like, oh my god, I want more. And it's basically, it's like I laugh at it because it's such a hard race, but you still want more. Because of the people that you're surrounded by. That's why I love about the Dakar. That's why I love about
And now, Hemant, you break this myth that drag racing is only about fun.
a lot of heroes.
Because ultimately the outcome is the time. But let's start with by the way, because I have met both of you and you are some of the fittest people I know. So physical fitness also, how does it matter in the world of motorcycle and what's there beyond in the world of drag racing?
Thank you, Vinay, for acknowledging my fitness and all of that. And like you said, very well said. Things which I didn't know, which we as viewers watch on TV channels. Thank you. So like you said, it's all about the journey. Yes, end of the day, in drag racing, we are trying to make the quickest time out there. But then, like you said, the whole journey, the whole experience, the whole journey teaches you so much more. Other than that time, you are mentally becoming so strong as a person. I mean, every race, I feel it like my mental strength and apart from my physical strength that needs to be good, which I dedicate a lot of time to. But I'm always every race I come back a stronger person because I've always faced some challenges. Racing is always full of challenges and overcoming these challenges and still coming out victorious. So that is the whole learning in this whole thing. And like she said, you meet so many people, you interact with so many people, let it be a race engineer, a mechanical person, or so all the time you need to stay focused at all, and then you have your personal life. So it's all about balancing and just finding the best focus on that given 8 seconds or 9 seconds and putting out your best. So it's taught me so much more mentally than just the clock what speaks at the end of the day. So I've become so much more mentally stronger, and this is
And so we are kind of closing towards edging towards the close of the session. So I'll have one last question to both of you. There are too many youngsters, and I've met many of them myself who look up to you. I was with both of you at IUDA, and I've seen people queuing up to take photographs with you, your autographs, and your selfies. So there are so many youngsters looking up to you. So what advice would you give to them? And I will start with Vinit and then
Thank you, Vinny. So yeah, it's definitely an honor and it's all God's grace that people there who look up to us. We have our idols too, and like I mean, it's really great that somebody idolizes you and wants to do that. I mean, something that you are doing. So I mean, I would advise, I mean, obviously anybody who wants to take up the sport already knows how passionate he or she is about motorcycle racing, and whichever it may be rally or maybe track or maybe circuit, they already know how passionate they are about it. But then in terms of taking the first step, I would people like Hero have a great initiative who have started Hero Extract, which is a multi-city event. So probably the first step was going to a regional event, taking part, seeing how good you are, and seeing how you like it, and if you want to continue doing it, and then probably move on and move on from there onto a national event. So again, it is just a step by step, but it all starts with the passion and energy that you have for the sport.
Yes, that is so well said, Iman. Yes, so to go off what you just said, yes, we are really very lucky to have people behind us. That's what makes us who we are. At the end of the day, it's because of all the well wishers that are there behind us. And basically, carried off what you said, of course, me, when I started riding, I basically had the biggest crash on the second or third day in city because I didn't know where to have, where to basically put my, how do I say, my talent to basically showcase it outside legal roads that people actually use to commute. So that was a very wrong move by me. I scared everybody because I had a huge crash on the second day that I got a motorcycle. And from then on, I said to myself, and my father as well, I said to them, okay, I will not do this anymore. I will use my talents that I have, this God-given gift of being able to ride a motorcycle fast in a controlled environment in the city, so that I can keep everybody else safe and myself safe as well, because that is the first step in terms of basically young. You pretty much have a lot of energy, and to expand that, to expend that energy in a controlled environment that will benefit you is the most important aspect. So all youngsters, when you look at a road, treat it with respect, because it is a road that people use to commute, and it's not meant for racing or even drag racing, for example. You don't do it on the road, but you can take that skill and showcase that skill in a controlled environment with the Federation of Motorsports in India in various events around India as well. So always use that element that you have in a safe environment, because it's the way to do it, and you can actually progress yourself, and that is the best way to start, because you take that element of energy that you have and channel it in the right sources. So I would say that.
What a lovely way to close the session today. Safety is of utmost importance, and like you said, if we have a skill, channelize it to a place where it makes the most of the difference, not a place where it is not suitable for. So, great advice for youngsters. If they want to race, they should come visit Hemant in Bangalore. If they want to take the dirt experience, then come visit CS Santosh, also in Bangalore.
Yes. Yes, so basically, the adventure aspect comes deep in all our lives. As human beings, we have the adventure aspect. And that pretty much is addressed today, because in India, we didn't have a motorcycle that we could afford and still actually access that adventure aspect. All motorcycles were so expensive, adventure motorcycles. But today, I am so proud of the fact that we at Hero have a motorcycle that a common man can afford and express his adventure aspect in life, in a safe environment, on a motorcycle that's friendly. So I'm really, really happy about the X-Pulse, and I see a lot of good things to say about the X-Pulse. I'm going to stop my screen there, because I didn't love it much. So I'm just going to say it like that.
And to continue from where CS left off, I want to talk about how Hero has built the Extreme 160R, which I had the opportunity to race it on the Amsterdam airstrip in Pune in I think January, and it was a fantastic machine. Prior to that, I hadn't really dragged it, on a quarter-mile drag strip, but then I was lucky enough to race multiple times on the drag strip, and you guys have built a fantastic machine. And I mean, everybody knows it's the fastest accelerating bike, so it's one of the perfect drag machines that which is affordable, like CS said. So I mean, I'm really happy to be associated and have this bike under our team.
Thank you very much.
So fantastic.
In fact, we have organized tracks today at IIT IIT Kharagpur. I don't know yet how many people participated, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who would have participated and experienced the machine themselves, including the graduates in the machine. And like you said, two potential effect is basically staying off-road. Me too, I'm in love with both these bikes. So wonderful, very good. And once again, for the IITians, if you wish to collaborate with us on the two challenges that Hemant and CS mentioned, one is taking drag racing to the virtual world, and on the CS side, how do we make adventure enthusiasts explore, record, and share more and more trails in India so that the category grows? Again, a technology solution. So any of these challenges or anything else that you all feel that you can collaborate with us, help in both of these categories. Love to hear your thoughts. So once again, the email ID is zero collabs, that's HEROCOLABS@motocorp.com, or you can visit the website, which is www.herocollabs.com. Would love to hear your thoughts, and would look forward to hearing some great solutions. And we promise once again that we would develop it if ideas potentially would definitely would like to share this together with once again the email. So towards the end, thank you, Sis, thank you, Hemant. We have a partnership beyond this webinar, and I would love to be part of this partnership and hope to see you soon in person and to continue to do the exciting things that we have been doing. So thank you once again, both of you.
Thank you so much, Vinny. It's always wonderful to interact with you. And Hemant was fantastic to hear your journey as well. So lovely to
Yes,
hear.
I mean, you're an inspiration for all of us, and I definitely want to reach the international stage like you have. Like you said, big fish in a small pond. So that's a similar thing. So I mean, I look up to you for that. And hopefully, Vinny, thank you, and thank you all at Hero for this wonderful webinar, and all of you at IIT for listening to us.